All right, folks, you don't want to be a blue state and need disaster aid from a Trump administration. That is pretty apparent so far in this new Trump administration. If you're a blue state, good luck getting disaster aid. As a matter of fact, when it comes to states applying for disaster aid under this administration, the approvals and the denials fall right along party lines. It is so obvious. And so Donald Trump has approved disaster aid this week for Alaska, Nebraska, and North Dakota. And another thing, he's also like one of the slowest presidents in history at approving this stuff. I don't know what has got him so busy that it takes him months and months to approve disaster aid for an area that's been wiped out by some storm. I don't understand why he can't take 5 minutes to sign a sheet of paper. That's a whole nother story in itself. But his decisions with disaster aid, by the way, he denied disaster aid. He approved for three red states. He denied for three blue states. He denied for Vermont, Illinois, and Maryland. And some other states are still waiting for answers, but I'm pretty sure at this point we can figure out who's going to get it and who's not based on his history. And Donald Trump came out and bragged about when he approved the Alaska aid, how they voted for him. Anyway, these disaster declarations authorize the Federal Emergency Management Agency to support recipients, obviously, with federal financial assistance. Now, here's the thing. Donald Trump isn't extremely bright. Like we all know, he's not the brightest bulb. This is not going to help the Republican Party anyway, specifically down ballot races, Senate races, congressional races, state level races. This is only going to hurt Republicans. You, you, he's not going to get anything extra for giving aid to red states. That's not a thing. That's what you're supposed to do. So so you're not going to get much credit for that. I mean, you'll get a thank you. But you are going to get admonished by voters for denying disaster aid in blue states. Republicans live in blue states. I don't know why Donald Trump doesn't understand this. But I can assure you there are a lot of Republicans in some of these blue states that are not going to be happy. And they may not vote for those down ballot Republicans, like I said, in those Senate races, congressional races, state level races, even local community elections. They're going to take it out on someone whenever they get the chance. So Donald Trump's disaster declaration approvals pretty much fall right along party lines, which really shows you what kind of a human Donald Trump is. And the time, even the Nebraska and North Dakota, this is stuff for like happened in July and August. What's taking you so long? The disaster aid that he denied for Maryland was actually an appeal for reconsideration. And this is for flooding that occurred back in May. So these people have been sitting around for 6 months trying to figure out if they're going to get any help on a federal level. Some of these towns that have been devastated by these storms could never possibly recover without federal aid. Their entire city budgets couldn't possibly pay for recovery over a period of years. And this is going to have long lasting effects on these communities. And the thing about the one in Maryland is they met all the conditions necessary uh, to qualify for public assistance. Like there's no reason for them to not get it other than the fact that they didn't vote for Donald Trump. But this is who Donald Trump is. He's totally transactional. He's completely, he completely lacks any empathy, compassion for anybody that doesn't do something for him first. If you want something from Donald Trump, you're going to have to do something for him first. He doesn't care if you're an American. He doesn't care about you at all. And that's the problem. The President of the United States does not care about its citizens. Why would he? He's never had to care about anybody. And, this is not just a billionaire thing. This is not a thing that's it's almost like his followers emulate his behaviors, right? So when I say it's not a billionaire thing, it's a billionaire thing for him, but it's not a billionaire thing for all of his followers who have no empathy or compassion for anyone else either. They're just trying to be like him. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, you're never going to be a billionaire, Jed. You're never going to be a billionaire. Okay? That you're going to live in that trailer house for the rest of your life. You're never going to be Donald Trump. Good grief. This is the kind of stuff. This stuff here, SNAP benefits, people going to work every day for weeks, not getting paid, veterans, federal workers. People are in need, and they are represented by another group of people that do not care in any way, shape, or form. They don't care. They don't care if they're hungry, don't care if they're starving, they don't care if they're cold, don't care if they're sitting they do not care. They don't care if they can't get health insurance. They don't care if they're going to get sick and die. The voters are simply pawns in a much larger political power play game. That's all voters are to these people. They have absolutely not one scintilla of humanity within their heart. They are completely incapable of caring about anyone but themselves. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I really appreciate, like I said before, all my new followers and subscribers. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hope you guys enjoy some college football today. Please like and share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks, guys.